Hello everyone, my name is Jeff, and this is the Zombieland Saga Episode 2 review. With me as always are Coby and Torie. Say hello.
Hello, or that's how a zombie would say hello.
Torie?
I think that's a little
Do your
racist.
best zombie impression.
My best zombie impression?
Yeah. We can be racist towards zombies.
No, you can't be. 2018.
Yeah, exactly.
Zombies aren't real.
They
Here, I'll
could
do
be.
it. Ah.
Solid D-.
Oh.
Well, fuck you too, Coby. I thought yours was really good. I was going to be very supportive of you and your zombie impression.
How about mine?
Well,
No, you can't do it anymore.
Oh, I lost my chance.
Nope, you're done.
your moment has passed. There's a time and a place for zombie impressions, and then there's a time and a place to talk about Zombieland Saga Episode 2, and now is the time for the latter.
Yep, Coby's right. Sorry, Torie.
All right, let's get to that ladder.
Okay, so Zombieland Saga Episode 2 begins with a really awesome intro.
Yeah, that intro was rad,
Yeah,
right?
it was.
Dude, so there's a part in that intro where they're like Power Rangers, and I fucking
Yeah.
hope that there's actually a Power Ranger episode later on in the series, because that would be so cool. I love Power
I hope
Rangers.
so too. I love that. Yeah, I love Power Rangers. I love that opening. I hope there's a Power Rangers episode in the future. And I'll preface this whole show with that. It's like, this is a show with so much potential because we still really don't know what it's going to be, because it could go in any direction. So it could do a Power Rangers episode. Like, why not? And that opening confirmed that if they did, it would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, right now we can safely assume that they're going to be tackling a genre of music per episode, since it seems like they've done that the past two episodes, and the next one it seems like they're tackling a more actual explicitly pop idol side of things. But yeah, I think they could still go into a weird Power Rangers episode with music in the background.
I just know for a fact I will be watching that OP every single time.
For sure. Do not skip. So yeah, we begin episode 2 with all the zombies. They gained consciousness, and now that they're actual characters in the show, I thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of go over each of them and who they are. So we've got Zombie Zero, who is Tai Yamada, the legendary something.
Tai Yamada.
You don't know what she's exactly known for, and this is going to be the running gag of the series, apparently. Who knows if they'll actually reveal her legendary ability, or if it'll just be a gag until the very end of the show. What do you guys
Not
think?
everybody needs a story. She could just be legendary. You don't need to know.
Do you think that they're going to make her remain a zombie, like an unwoken zombie, throughout the whole first season?
I think there'll come a time in I'm going to say episode 9. That's my predicament, when she wakes up and she reveals a key secret about probably Minamoto's past. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Episode 9. Mark my words.
I think they will keep her a zombie, because they are zombies after all, and you need a zombie. Everyone else is sort of like half zombie, but I think we need to keep her around for, like, zombie humor.
I agree. I think it's edgy, to have them to be zombies, because if there's no zombie and it's just them in makeup, then they're just idols. So we have to keep being reminded that they are zombies.
Yeah, that's true.
Besides the fact that their body parts are just popping off left and right.
Yeah, I need a more explicit zombie. My brain don't work no good. I'll forget eventually.
All right, next zombie.
Zombie number 1 is Sakura Minamoto, the main character. We met her last episode. She has no memory of what happened before her zombie life. Zombie number 2 is Saki Nikaido, who was a legendary boss of a biker gang, and she is from Kyushu, and she was from the 90s, essentially, turn of the century. And
Okay.
Zombie 3 is her name is Ai Mizuno, and she's from Heisei, and she's actually an idol herself, the center for the Iron Frill. And here's something that I discovered. If you go back to episode 1 and you look at the laptop that Sakura is watching, like the video she's watching.
Before she turned into a zombie?
Yeah, before she turned into a zombie, before she gets hit by the car, this girl, Ai Mizuno, is front and center. And sure enough, she's at the very center stage. And she looks, there's a girl there, and she looks exactly like Ai Mizuno when she has her makeup on. And another thing is, in the first episode, when Kotaro first introduces Ai Mizuno, Sakura very briefly says like, "Hey, isn't that?" And then she gets cut off. So like she recognizes her. She kind of had a slight memory thing going on there, but
but she is the one in the first episode. Okay, we thought so, but didn't have confirmation. But okay, cool. So she is present day.
Yeah, she's present day. She's 2000 essentially. Zombie 4 is another idol, Junko Kano from Showa, and her era was the 80s. And then we have the legendary courtesan. Her name is Yugiri, and they say her era was from the death of the shogunate to the Meiji era, so it's sometime between the 1850s to early 1900s. Oh.
Do you know that off the top of your head?
No, I looked it up.
Oh, I was thinking, I was like, wow, that's some prime shogun knowledge there.
I wish I could say that.
That's the girl that plays the
She's the geisha.
The geisha chick.
Mm.
For someone
banjo.
dying almost like a century ago, her body seems pretty good. Like it didn't rot away or anything.
Yeah, because when you become a zombie, everything's okay. Because you know how you become a zombie, right?
Oh, of course.
Right, you know how. Everybody knows how.
Everyone knows how. Yeah. You've seen a zombie movie, right?
I mean,
then you know.
Everyone knows that Asians age very gracefully. So even when they're dead, they've got nice skin. They look young. You don't know how old they are.
Okay.
Zombie number 6 is a legendary child actress prodigy, Lily Hoshikawa. And her era wasn't specified, but apparently her show was a hit on every prime time TV listing. So whenever primetime TV started becoming a thing, that's her era.
She was there. Well, good for her. What a lovable cast of characters.
Yeah, so those are all the zombies. And essentially Kotaro is giving them all the lecture that he gave to Sakura in the first episode, which is, you're all zombies now, and you are going to become pop idols, and we're going to save the Saga Prefecture. And everyone is skeptical.
I love the fact that every time he gives a pep talk, it's for some reason like in a dungeon, like in a cell, like with just one chalkboard and like one bench, and they keep going back there. I just like, what is that room? Why is that there? Why is that their meeting room when they clearly have better rooms in that house? Why is that one the meeting one?
I think they're just used to having the zombies all there because I'm assuming he had to have them caged up so they wouldn't be roaming free around the house and escape.
Well, they were definitely roaming free the house.
Well, that's probably why he put them back in the cage.
No, but
it's probably like
that was shortly when Sakura woke up and gained consciousness. They were roaming the house, and then right after that, they had the meeting down there. Yeah. So they weren't in the cage around that time.
But every time they have a meeting, they probably want them to keep them from roaming around. So no better way than a dungeon.
So he keeps them in a cage with that one chalkboard that he must spend a lot of time prepping before.
Yeah, when they weren't conscious, and they were roaming around in the first episode. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. Can we talk about the moral implications of using conscious zombies as your pop idol slaves? I mean, let's talk about that. Can we? Like,
okay, we can talk about that.
You want to start?
So, what's up with that? Like, don't you think that some of these zombies? I would think that they would be like, shit. If I'm dead, I want to stay dead. Can you just kill me now, please?
Well, that's why a lot of them are like super mopey and sad, and it's so depressing to see some of them. I'm like, God, I just want to kill them so they can start resting. God.
Well, look at it this way. It's not like they're old. They died young. They died when they were teen idols. They didn't get to live a full life. So now they have a second chance in order to reach the fame that they couldn't quite achieve when they were alive.
Okay, Coby, let me ask you this question. If you had the opportunity when you died to become a zombie, would you choose to be a zombie?
And also become a pop idol. You have to work for Kotaro.
Yeah, do I become a pop idol? Oh, I would work for Kotaro and eat dried squid all the time and become a pop idol. Because guys, we've got to save Saga. Saga's in danger.
I think you're more Kotaro than a zombie pop idol. I think you can be a Kotaro. You can have your creepy dungeon with pop idol zombie slaves.
You guys just don't see the full vision that this is necessary in order to save Saga.
Okay, Kotaro.
You guys just need to understand that.
Okay. Step
one.
So
I take it you guys would not want to come back.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I don't want to be in the service of Kotaro. He's an insane person. Let's get that. Let's get that clear.
He's clearly insane.
Even so, even if I was trapped in the dungeon, forced to be singing and dancing for people, I wouldn't want to be a zombie.
It's not like he makes them do it. It's like, look at that
totally
dance.
does.
Yeah, he does.
Look at that. It's not like when they're doing dance rehearsals, the only one who's really doing it is Sakura. Everyone else just sits there and he's not saying anything. He teaches those who wants to learn in this very funny way where he's like, good, 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 very good. Actually, not good. Okay, do it again, but do it good from the start.
That was a funny
I guess
one.
that's true. But he definitely doesn't. I guess so.
But then, if no one's into it, why do they go on stage? You don't think that Kotaro has some sort of way of forcing them to be on stage?
I guess they have nothing better to do.
Secretly, they want to do it. And I think we should discuss. Okay, I think we're only 2 episodes in. We don't know their relationship with Kotaro quite yet. I think we should discuss this again in episode 4 once we have a full understanding of their dynamic.
What's up with you calling the shots on different episodes?
I'm planning out things for when the episodes are named. Episode 9, Tayama reveals herself as a prime, awesome idol. Episode 4, we have a clear understanding of Kotaro's relationship with the rest of the zombies.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. Okay, what happens if you're wrong?
Then you can turn me into a zombie. Episode 6, I'm going to guess Romero gets a love interest.
Okay, if you're wrong on any of these, we're going to kill you and turn you into a zombie, or when you die, we just turn you into a zombie?
Dealer's choice.
Okay. Very nice. You can do one of the things.
Okay.
I'll do the one you don't pick.
Okay.
Murder or zombify? Okay, anyways. So yeah, he gives a little lecture, everyone's skeptical, and then it's straight into practice. And like Coby says, they are not keen on practicing except for Sakura, who is going through the motions and doing the dance. There's a brief altercation between Saki, who is the biker boss gang chick, and Sakura. Saki is basically like, why are you following this guy? Are you a coward? Blah, blah, blah.
He's clearly insane.
Yeah, he's clearly insane. She's it basically reveals her personality. She's kind of the upfront and aggressive type. And
she's also from the 90s because she keeps mentioning Tamagotchi, which is
damn
like
Tamagotchi.
the one thing that defines it in the 90s.
I think my Tamagotchi is dead by now.
Did you guys have Tamagotchi?
I did.
I think I had a knockoff Tamagotchi that they gave you free at McDonald's or something like that.
Tamaguchi?
That's sad. Yeah. Tamaguchi. I want Tamaguchi. For that branding.
Yeah.
All right, so after that, we have an episode wherein Junko Kano and Ai Mizuno both want to escape. And they do. And Sakura's like, please, don't do it. You're going to get shot. I got shot. And they're like, nah, I just want to leave. And we have some zombie humor where either Ai Mizuno or Junko are hanging off the rails, and like Sakura pulls one of them down, and then their arms pop off and their eyeballs pop off.
Yeah.
Which is
it's Ai Mizuno.
Okay, it's Ai. All right.
Yeah, which brings up another question. Is it that easy to like put them back together? Really? Like.
Yeah, you just kind of stick it in with some elbow grease.
Like real elbow grease or like
zombie grease, zombie elbow grease.
They leave and they have kind of a small conversation about how they don't really want to do this. They're also skeptical of zombies becoming idols. And in an alleyway, we get the funny part. Well, I mean, there's a lot of funny parts in the episode, but this is kind of like the funny section. So these rappers, these 3 rapper dudes,
hooligans,
they start hitting on them via rap, sick rhymes and stuff, and
just like hopping at them, like
basically
following.
You're
them.
walking down the alley, like 2 a.m. at night. You see these fine honeys, and then you think, hey,
honeys.
you know what's a good idea? Let's start rapping at them.
Not only that, but when they walk away, let's keep following them and continue rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the trio of girls, they keep they keep walking away, trying to escape as fast as possible, when suddenly the cop appears, the same one from the first episode, and he is the best cop in the world because he can also rap. He starts rapping towards the hooligans, and he raps at them with like threatening cop language. I wish I wrote down the lines that he said, but they're
it's hilarious. It's good.
They're good. I still can't believe how awesome Japanese rap translates into English and it rhymes still. Like, it's so good. Like,
Yeah, I wonder if they
it
just
has,
fudge
it has
some
such
words.
but it has such an interesting flow. Like it's way different, or not probably way different. It's slightly different than a lot of the hip hop we have here. But it just because like it speeds up and slows down and doesn't really match a rhythm, but also still rhymes. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, you're into rap, right, Coby?
Sure, why not?
And wouldn't you know it, the trio of girls falls under a lamp, a street lamp, revealing that they are in fact zombies. And the cops start shooting, as he
Again.
is wont to do, and they escape. And hidden in the shadows is Kotaru, watching everything.
As always.
As always. And I was going to say, like, Kotaru is, like, kind of forcing them to stay inside, but I guess he's obviously not too strict on it because he didn't berate them or anything for leaving. Didn't even reveal
I'm
himself.
telling you, he lets them do whatever they want.
I don't think that's a good idea, though. I mean, as much as I think it's kind of weird that he turned them into zombies and is forcing them and trapping them into this house to become idols, but you shouldn't just allow your zombie girls to walk around the city and potentially get shot.
That's
It's
another
all
question,
for the greater
too.
good,
Yeah.
because you need to save Saga.
Did Kotaru turn them into zombies? I guess we will never know, because I don't think they're ever going to address that question. I think they are very specific that they're not going to address how they became zombies exactly.
I think he did. How else
How?
would he be the only one that have these zombies girls?
Oh, so you think he did? He specifically turned them into zombies.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and special zombie magic.
It makes the like if you think about it in the like lowest terms, that's like the only thing.
You mean the
really
simplest answer?
Yeah, exactly. We can't think of like a third party that suddenly just enters into the scene. It's him.
Okay. That's another moral discussion we can have another time. Is reviving people from the dead the correct thing to do?
When you need to save Saga, yes, it is.
That's the true answer.
So after that little episode, they basically practice a bit more. Everyone's still skeptical up until their next performance, which seems to be at like some kind of like public, like it's not like a temple or something, but it looks like it's like a public concert area because most of the people that show up there are like
Normal people.
older folks. And they're still titled as the Death Musume, I think.
Musume.
And so you have two of the metal fans from the previous episode there as well. I just love that contrast. You have these metal heads, and they're all like dressed up too. They got like their face paint on, and then they're just chilling next to all these retired folk. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then their performance starts, and this is a
and now they go by Greenface.
yeah, right.
Oh.
They're new.
Why did he change their name?
To Green.
Because
to
Death
Greenface.
Musubi does not play well to the crowd that they're doing.
And Greenface does.
Idols are fluid. They adapt to their surroundings.
All right. You know what? I think you're really taking on this Kotaro persona here.
I am. Yeah.
It's getting
Fine.
kinda
If I
creepy.
have to be the one to save Saga, I will.
If you start making little girls into zombies, we're gonna do something about that, okay?
Okay. Fair. That's fair.
Okay.
All right, so the actual performance begins, and like the previous episode's performance, it begins as a total shit show. And it begins again with Tai Yamada leaping forward into the audience. This time not for human flesh, but for a guy's dried squid snacks. Because as we all know from the show, zombies love dried squid snacks. And sure enough, he leaps forward, and her head pops off. And everyone's like cool with it. When that moment happened, I was like, holy shit! How are they gonna get out of this? Like a zombie's head just literally flew off, but everyone just assumed it was a magic trick because I guess that's how Sakura played it off. She's like, oh, magic.
It's a trick. It's undead trick. Yeah. This is also a trick.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah,
No one. Dumb people.
Dumb old people.
I'd believe it. Would you believe it if a head popped off on like U2? If U2 was performing and Bono's head popped off, would you be like, "Oh shit, Bono's a zombie"? Or
Yes.
"Oh, magic."
Now that I've seen this show, I'm educated. I'm not gonna be like the sheeple.
You're ready.
Yeah.
The sheeple.
So suddenly the performance devolves into an argument as to whether or not Tai's head stays on between Sakura and Saki. And there's a sort of back and forth of them putting her head on and taking her head off. And suddenly Sakura gets angry, and he slaps Tai's head clean off of Tai's neck, and
What an awesome hit.
Yeah.
suddenly,
Awesome editing for that.
yes, now a rap battle ensues between Sakura and Saki, and also I guess Kotaro can beatbox because it's him in the background.
I just love it. They're like yelling at each other, and all of a sudden you just goes to Kotaro, and he's like, and you're like,
I was like, oh my god, I loved every minute of this rap
He
battle.
has all the answers. He just knows what to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Did he plan it all along? Is he really a genius?
a mad genius. I also love the I don't know what the instrument is called, but the instrument that Yugiri, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yugiri's playing. She starts strumming it to the beat, and it's a sick beat. That's all I want to say. And so the rap battle ensues.
Everything about it was awesome. Like, I just imagine a real show in real life where you see this idol girl, and like it as an audience member, you see them. Oh, they're zombies. They're playing the part of zombies, and then they get in a rap battle about revealing themselves as zombies. So it's like a play, but also like a music showing, and also like a light effects, and also with a cool ancient instrument. It's awesome.
And the rap lyrics themselves are really meaningful towards the show because like she's basically talking about how what you said, Coby. They have a second chance at life, and it's like you gotta embrace it and at least do your best. That's what Sakura is frustrated at. Is everyone's kind of like knocking on this idea of idol girls, but they're not even trying. And then she addresses the old people in the audience. Is like, yeah, you know, fucking fuck those people that call you old. I think, oh man, there was one lyric that was so awesome. It was like something about how fuck the like screw the people that say you're in your golden years. Show them what silver is worth, or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's pretty clever. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was so afraid that as we bounce around to different like genres of music, that like the writers wouldn't be adept at adapting each different music style like well. But if these 2 episodes are any indication, I think we're gonna be smooth sailing from here on out for like any type of music genre they really want to. They're really putting the effort to make it really good, and so that I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I'm totally down for the episode structure so far, which is essentially build up towards the concert, and then the concert is a final thing. Because in both episodes, I had no idea what was going to happen during the concerts, and I'm delighted by each surprise that is thrown my way every time. It's like something weird happens, like when Tai's head flew off, and then once I knew rap was going to happen, but I didn't know how it was going to start, and the way they did it was just about perfect. And meaningful and great. So yeah, I love it. It was very entertaining. So yeah, that's essentially the episode. At the end of it, Saki respects and likes Sakura now because she has shown that she has guts through her epic rap skills. And they got I don't know if they had a standing ovation, but everyone loved it. And
they're on their way to becoming idols.
And that's
like full on new idols.
Yeah, that's 2 performances down.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the episode. That's all I'm going to say, really. I have no complaints.
Torie, what about you?
Yeah, you know me. I'm usually the complainer, but I can't.
You really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I did. It's everything about this show is just surprising, but it's surprising in such a funny way that you can't help but like start laughing when someone's head flies, or all these things where you're revealing they're zombies. Like, God, what's gonna happen? And then just so hilarious, like
with such comedic sound effects too. Like when Ai Mizuno's arms popped off on the fence, there was like such a comical like whoop like when her arms fell off, that it really made that moment funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then,
this is a funny show. It's just the right amount of humor. It's not I haven't heard a joke that I thought like, man, saw what they were going for, didn't really laugh.
That is a great point.
Yeah, because it's not super like slapsticky or super like punny or anything. They just, whatever they're doing and whatever they say, it just ends up being funny. Like that's not what they're they're not comedians. They just are funny.
They're just so funny situations. Yeah, there is certainly like an earnestness and a confidence in the delivery of all these jokes. And it really it's like, because there are shows I feel like can get bogged down by the jokes, where maybe like they put a joke and it's an inappropriate moment for one, where maybe it's supposed to be a dramatic moment, but they put in a funny moment in there for some reason. Or they just put too many jokes and suddenly you just kind of recognize it for what it is, which is just a straight up joke for laughs, and it doesn't land. But yeah. In this one, it all lands for me. And yeah, I think the writers of the show are completely in their element.
I know everything there is about Saga. Oh yeah, what's the population? Down to the very decimal. Well, what is it? It's small. What? It's tricky. What? You expect me to be Wikipedia?
I like how they censored Wikipedia.
Yeah, what was up with that?
They can't name products.
Yeah.
I guess they don't have the budget for that.
Yeah, they don't want it to get too complicated.
But they couldn't even just like call it like Wicca's Media or something.
Yeah, like they normally do an anime.
Yeah.
Just change it.
I think
it's just funny. It made it really funny.
I think the censoring made it funnier. Okay, well, I guess that's our episode. I fear that we like this anime too much, and so these reviews might get boring, and we're just gonna keep talking about how much we like it. But I don't care because I like watching the show.
Me too.
I like talking about it.
I don't know. I'm gonna be the skeptic here. That these episodes are really good, but can they get the same level every time? Can they maintain this, goodness?
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll just have to wait and see. Till next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
See ya.